Okay, if you are receiving this video, it's because I probably had a hard time getting you on the phone, and I really wanted to cover with you your deep why. So your deepest why, when I do a phone call with somebody, or even if you're already working with me, this is the most important thing that we can do together, or the exercise that we can do to help you, if that makes sense. If you decide not to do anything with me and I'm just talking, we're supposed to set up a phone call just to go through, options and inform you basically. And I start all of my calls off by saying, there is no pressure ever to buy anything, commit to anything. My sincere intention is just to inform you, educate you with what we have to offer. If it's a fit, great. If not, that's okay. At least you know what I do. Maybe it'll be a fit later on down the road. Maybe you know somebody that it's a fit for. So no pressure. That's not the intent of the phone call. The intent of the phone call, like I said, is to inform and educate, okay? And then this next piece that I'm going to attempt to do through video, I've never done this before this way, is really the most important part of the call and most important exercise. And so if you get nothing out of this, like the next series of videos that I share with you, or if we do get on the phone, I hope this exercise helps you. So a lot of people want to work with me as their coach because they want motivation or consistency, or they think, by getting a coach or something is going to help them, if that makes sense, like be more consistent or be more motivated. And here's the truth. I can't do that for you. I can provide you the best workout program, lay it all out, exactly what you need to do, that structure, that routine. I can provide you all of that, guaranteed results, best nutrition available, that again lays it all out, the best support. We run amazing support groups. I could text you every single day and you would just ignore me and ignore the text if you don't have a deep enough why. If your motivation, if your reasons for doing this isn't deep enough. So I am going to attempt to draw that out of you. It's kind of hard when we're not talking back and forth, so be patient with me. This is something I really want you to reflect on and kind of think about. So you're going to have homework, and your homework is to, some people like to write things out, their, their words, if that makes sense. Some people like vision boards, they're more visual. Other people, it can be a single picture that can trigger that why and those emotions. So that's something, it doesn't do any good to think about your deep why today, but you have to have it in front of you every day. So for me, I have one in front of my bathroom, in the bathroom, in my office, and then in front of my TV when I work out. So those are the three areas that I have it for me. So you may, yours may be different, but that's for me. So your why. So it's like I said, this is hard because we're not talking back and forth. But why do you want to do this? Why are you reaching out to me? Or why do you want to lose X amount of weight? Or why do you want to tone up? Or why do you want to get healthy? Whatever your goal is. So when I said, what's your goal? Think about that. And then I want you to ask yourself why 5 times. Like, I want to lose 10 pounds. Why? Because I want to feel better. What will feeling better, what does that look like? What does that feel like? So for me, I feel better when I work out. I'm more focused. I'm more clear. Mental acuity. I'm more alert, and I get more done. How does that impact your life? So these are some key questions. So why? How does that make you feel? What are you doing? How does that impact your life and the others around you? So when I'm more focused, when I'm more clear, I'm more productive, I get more done. I'm less stressed because I get more done, which means I provide better for our family. I handle stress better when I'm working out. So I'm a better wife and a better mom. I'm more patient. So for me, I already kind of know my why, but I'm trying to draw it out of you. And usually when I do this, I'm doing a lot of listening. I'm actually not doing that much talking. So, and I'm just taking what you're saying to me, and then I kind of ask you a deeper question to think about it. So because we're not interacting back and forth, I want you to do this on your own and just kind of think about it. some areas that I kind of hit is one, like, what is working out? Like, picture your most ideal, your goal. Picture you at your goal. Your strongest, healthiest, most vibrant you. Picture that. Feel it. Because it's one thing to know it here, but it's another thing to feel it and see it. The more specific you can be, the more you can visualize it and feel it through your body, that physiology, the more it's going to motivate you, the more it's going to become like one with you and resonate with you, and you're going to just psychology wise, like, just do it, okay? Because it works. So, when I say, like, picture that person, what are you doing? I'm roughhousing on the floor with the kids. I'm riding bikes outside, and I can picture like where I'm at riding the bikes with my kids. And I say kids because I'm thinking in the future. I have one child. She's 2. I'm picturing more than one, right? So visualize that, feel it. I want to go hiking in the Ozarks. I want to go hiking in Yellowstone with them. Like, I can picture it. I can see us doing that. So picture your most vibrant, strongest you, and how that impacts your life. What are you doing? Okay. How does it make you feel? For me, I feel stronger, more confident. How does that impact your relationship with your husband or your wife? Go deep. A lot of times it does affect the bedroom. If you're more confident, it's not that your spouse doesn't love you just the way you are, but when you're more confident, you walk a different way, you hold yourself a different way. And to me, it allows when you're more confident and feeling strong and vibrant, it allows the person that God created you to be to shine through. It allows your light to shine. That's for me. So how does that impact your relationship with your kids, with your spouse, your work environment, with your boss? If you have more confidence at work, how does that impact your life? What does it look like? Okay, so just take some time thinking there. So feelings, emotions, and then how it affects other people. Then, so for feelings and emotions, I didn't share that. For me, I can go I get depressed. I just get in a funk. So for me, I need some water, sorry. When I'm working out, it keeps me from going there, from getting in a funk or being depressed. I have more energy. So for, that's a big part of my why. So the way I feel, I get that endorphin release, if that makes sense. So feelings, emotions, how does it impact your relationship with your kids, with your spouse, your work environment, and other people? And then think 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, 20, 30, I don't know how old you are, but keep thinking and how your decisions now are going to impact those around you and those around you. So for a lot of people, it's changing, it's breaking that family legacy. For me, I have a history. My, grandma and my great-grandmother, they were all very overweight. Italian family here, short, fat people, we love to eat. And they love to feed us. Everything's focused around food. And so it's breaking that family legacy. Like, I want to be a model for my girl. I want her to know moderation and what healthy eating looks like. And I want her to be okay eating a piece of cake and not feeling guilty about it either. But I want her to see that moderation. I want to be that model for her. I want her to see me working out and to be that example for her. So picture, so if she's raised like that, 10 or 20 years down the road, she doesn't have a weight problem. She's confident in her skin, right? She now has kids and is teaching them the same thing by modeling good, healthy behaviors, eating and working out. Okay, so it's breaking a family cycle sometimes. I have, so just think about that, how it impacts your life and the lives around you. So I'm doing a lot of talking. Normally I don't share my why and my story because I'm trying to draw it out of you. So I'm just sharing to give you some stuff to think about. So go back through, just jot down all the reasons you need to work out or all the reasons you need to be healthy and why you need this. And then go back on those reasons and think why, and ask yourself why 5 times on each of those questions and go deep, because it has to be deep. So this is an analogy that I use a lot of times, is let's picture you, you're driving home from work or whatever, and you turn the corner and you've got your kids and your husband, everybody you love, everything that's important to you is in the back of your car. Your kids are there with you. And you turn the corner and your house is on fire. Do you go running into that house? The answer is no. You may say yes, but the answer should be no. You do not go running into the house because everything you love, your kids, are right there with you. Let's take that same scenario. And you turn the corner and your house is on fire, and this time your kids are stuck inside. Do you go running into the house? Hell yeah. Yes, definitely. What's different between those two scenarios? It's your why. Your why just got deep enough to make you move. Your why just got deep enough to make a change. That's how deep your why has to be. So I can't motivate you. I can provide you with all the tools and the resources that you need to be successful, but your why has to be deep. A lot of people will come to me and they want to lose, 10 pounds for a wedding. That's great. They lose the 10 pounds, the wedding comes, and then they gain the weight back because their why wasn't deep enough. How did they feel when they were working out? It's got to be deeper than just a number. The number's fine. That's one of the reasons. That's okay. But it's got to be deeper, a bigger, deeper why. So that's half of your homework. The other half is just as important. And some people will resonate with one side more than the other. For me, it's this other side that actually pushes and motivates me more. And it's I hate to say the negative side, there's a positive and a negative. So the positive is I want you to picture and visualize that strongest, most vital, healthy self you can be. For me, I can even visualize being a grandma and just, full of life and energy and playing with my kids and stuff, the grandkids. And I can picture that. I can feel it. I can see it, okay? So I want you to do that. Now then the other end, the other side is what's going to happen if you don't make a change. What's going to happen if you don't make a change? And I want you to go rock bottom. You hear a lot of times how people have to go hit rock bottom before they'll make a change. I want you to go there. I want you to experience it. I want you to feel it. It should bring you to tears. It should scare you. What's going to happen if you don't make a change? If you don't start exercising or eating better and taking care of yourself, what's going to happen? How is it going to impact the lives around you? What's going to happen to you? For me, I know I can get, like I said, I get depressed, become lethargic. I'm short-tempered. So I'm not a good mom, not a good husband, not a good wife, probably end in divorce. And I could slip into severe depression. I can picture my rock bottom. And that motivates me. I don't want to be that person. That's not who I am. That's not who God created me to be. And the fear of going to that place pushes me. It will make me get up and go work out when I don't feel like it, because I know 2 or 3 days without working out, that's where I can end up. So, not to mention family history of diabetes, heart disease, limbs lost, just on and on and on. So I need you, the positive and the negative. Write it out. Make a vision board if you're more visual. For some people, it's a single picture that can trigger those emotions, that deep why and everything that goes along with it. I have one client who pretty much lost her father and her brother due to obesity. She was about 35 when she lost him. Her father was her everything. He was perfect in every way except for his health. So for her, it's a picture of her father that can trigger, that reminds her of her deep why. Breaking that family legacy, that family cycle there. For me, it's a picture of my daughter, because I am a better mom when I'm working out. So take some time, think about your deep why, because I want you to be successful. It doesn't matter if it's with me, with Beachbody, or with a different program. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it motivated you to be consistent, to get motivated, to stay motivated, and get it in front of you every day. So the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to share probably a few, I like to ask a few questions basically and make a good, because my goal is to set you up for success. Okay. I want to see, I want to pick a program that's the best fit so you're excited about it, so that you finish it and you feel successful, right? So that's going to be the next half, is making a few recommendations. You know your body best. You know which ones will appeal to you, what you're looking for. And then I'll cover price after that, and then you'll say if you're ready to sign up, or if you need to wait a while, or if you're not interested at all. No biggie. So that's kind of the flow and kind of the deal. So thanks for sticking with me. I know this was a bit long, but very important for you to figure out your why. So God bless. Love you guys, and bye.